Okay, I have breaking news coming in. Tahawwur Rana is now en route the NIA court in Delhi. That's the information we are being given. Rana is being transported in a highly secured cavalcade. There's massive security in place. Rana is to be produced before the NIA court. That's the information that is coming in right now. So, utmost secrecy being maintained. The images that you see on your television screen, that image that India Today exclusively accessed, wearing that brown American prison uniform. And it's a special dangri, if I may. A dangri is like a loose one-piece clothing that you don't even zip it up. There are buttons and buttons made of cloth so that you cannot harm yourself. There is no way you can inflict any kind of self-harm through this clothing. And even when the shoes that are given to you, there are no laces so that you cannot hang yourself. These are very clear instructions that are given. Okay, and I have Anmol Bali, who's following that cavalcade, joining me on this broadcast. Anmol, bring us details. I believe it's a highly secure cavalcade that took a separate exit. Okay, so that is my colleague Anmol Bali, who's tracking that cavalcade, and this is where utmost care was being taken to ensure that the exit from the Palam technical area in Delhi was through a different exit, so that there you see those visuals of that high security cavalcade, high speed cavalcade en route the airport. And if you notice, the road has been cleared. No vehicle is permitted on that road, as Tahawwur Rana's cavalcade is en route the Central Delhi area, Patiala House Court, and my colleague Anmol is tracking that story. So it's likely to be a late night for you and I as we report on this big story. Professor Chilani, very important that this be an absolutely transparent case. His production in court has to be there for the world to see. The NIA charges that are read out, seeking his custody, read out so that the world knows there is justice, it's fair, it's transparent.
Well, what you say, Gaurav, is right. But, you know, in today's world, and this has been true of the world always, that might makes right. If you try to show that you are governed by the rule of law, that you follow the norms, all that is good. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because after all, you are entitled under international law to do everything, to do anything and everything to protect your security. International law gives every state the right to take all appropriate measures to defend itself. And the fact that this particular attack on Mumbai was masterminded by the next door adversary, Pakistan, through its rogue ISI agency, gave India all the opportunity to do what it wanted to do to defend itself. The bigger question we have to ask ourselves, you know, especially in the context of what's unfolding now in terms of the whole Mumbai terror attacks are going to be replayed in the courtroom. The actors involved are going to be in the spotlight. But the question that we need to ask ourselves is, how is it that Pakistan continues to bleed India, although it's more than 10 times smaller in GDP terms, 7 times smaller demographically, and has several times lower military spending than India?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So I want to play out these images full screen for a moment. That's the cavalcade that is en route to Patiala House Court in Delhi. It's going through the heart of Delhi right now from Palam technical area. Incidentally, it crosses an area very, very close to 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, which is the Prime Minister's residence. And for a moment, I want to touch upon that point, because Chief Minister Narendra Modi was extremely disappointed when Tahawwur Rana and David Coleman Headley were let off by the Chicago Federal Court in the 2611 case, though they were convicted in the Copenhagen case. And he spoke about it. But today and tonight, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as he watches these images, he would be a very satisfied man, because India's efforts to bring the perpetrator of 2611 to justice They've worked so far. We need to ensure that Hafiz Mohammed Saeed also meets his maker, and soon. But Anmol Bali, my colleague, joins me. Anmol, bring us details about that high security cavalcade that's taking this terrorist to Patiala House Court.
Gaurav, the high security cavalcade has just passed from the Dhula Kuan area and it has entered to the Mother Teresa Crescent, and within 10 to 12 minutes we will be seeing that Tahawwur Rana, who has been brought from United States, who has been extradited from United States, will be brought to the Patiala House Court where the other legal proceeding will take place. And currently we have been chasing Tahawwur Rana's cavalcade from the Dhula Kuan area, where we have seen high security as well as police van with the ambulance has been following the cavalcade, which has just passed from this area, and his medical examination has just took place at the Palam technical area. And this distance from Palam technical area to the Patiala House Court is around 20 minutes, and where we have seen that no security arrangements were made to make it very secret. And currently you can see in the visuals on the road, he has just passed from here, and around 10 minutes he will be reaching at Patiala House Court. Gaurav.
So in 10 minutes, he'll be in Patiala House Court. He'll be presented before the special NIA court, and that is where the NIA will read out charges against him. That is also the time, Anmol, and if in a moment we'll bring in Nalini, who will join us from Patiala House Court, that it'll be very clear. The honorable judge will also ask him if he's okay, if he's been tortured so far, if he's medically okay. He'll hear him. That's the standard operating procedure, isn't it, Anmol?
Yeah, Gaurav, the standard operating procedure will be followed. He will be asked about his medical and the well-being, because he has come here after a long flight from the United States, Los Angeles. He has just came to Delhi, where judges will be asking him his medical reports will be seen, because he's around 60, but he's one of the key conspirator also of the 26/11 attacks, and there are many charges against him. So both legal as well as medical procedures will take place at Patiala House Court. Gaurav.
Okay. Many thanks for joining me, Anmol. Keep tracking that cavalcade as we wait for Nalini to join us in just about a moment from now, when we get details of what's transpiring in court. And Professor Chilani, very, very important right now for the world to realize that even a terrorist like Tahawwur Rana, who may have plotted a devilish terror attack. Imagine when all of us were horrified reporting or watching 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks, Tahawwur Rana in Chicago was celebrating the terror attack. He wanted Pakistan's highest national award to be given to those 10 Pakistani terrorists. What a mindset this man has.
Exactly. And, you know, not just the mindset, also the intent and the willingness to commit horrific terrorism and kill innocent civilians on a large scale. 166 people were killed by these terrorists. The fact that such terrorists are able to roam freely in Pakistan even today, the masterminds of the Mumbai attacks roam freely in Pakistan. So even though Rana's extradition to India is a step toward bringing justice in this case,
yes,
we should not forget that some of the real plotters and the people who scripted the attacks are still fully roaming in Pakistan and
planning future terror attacks on India.
Precisely, so even though we are celebrating Rana's extradition to India, we should not forget the bigger challenge that India faces: how to deal with a rogue adversary that doesn't follow any rules, any norms, that uses terrorism openly as an instrument of state policy.
Oh, absolutely. And I have Sajid Tarar, Dr. Tara Kartha, stay with me. Sajid Tarar, Trump Republican Party leader and CEO of Center for Social Change, joins us from the United States of America. Sajid Tarar, should Pakistan be apprehensive? Would Pakistan be worried? Because officially Pakistan is saying he's a Canadian citizen, he's nothing to do with us. But Can Pakistan get away by denying that he was a Pakistan Army captain? He was a doctor in Pakistan. He was an Abdalian from Hassan Abdal Military Academy. He was in touch with Hafiz Saeed. He was in touch with Major Iqbal. He was in touch with Pakistani terrorists in Pakistan.
First of all, that's a huge charge sheet which Pakistan has to explain. But let me tell you one thing. I have witnessed the Bombay massacre